Primark appears to have almost fully recovered from the pandemic, with sales and profits soaring. The company said revenue for the 6-month period ended this week is expected to be more than 60% up year on year on a currency neutral basis, with an operating income margin of around 11%, roughly in line with pre-pandemic level. This means that sales are only 4% lower compared to the half year before the pandemic. Of course, the fact that the company has opened new stores over the past 2 years and has increased its sales area by around 8% has contributed to this. The results of the last half year also reflect the fact that, with the exception of short periods in Austria and the Netherlands, all branches remained open and also operational throughout the 6 months. The company added that like-for-like sales improved in the first half compared to the fourth quarter of the previous fiscal year. After an Omicron-related disruption midway through the period, footfall is picking up again in most markets, particularly in the UK and Ireland. In the first half of the year so far, sales in the British stores are significantly higher than in the previous year. Like-for-like sales improved and are expected to be 9% below last year's level, while total sales are expected to decline 8% on that basis. Sales in continental Europe are also well ahead of last year, and like-for-like sales are expected to be just 14% down from 2 years ago, reflecting the ongoing impact of the Omicron variant on attendance. However, like-for-like sales are improving in France, the Iberian Peninsula and Italy, regions the company describes as their key growth opportunities. Total sales are expected to be just 2% below the level of 2 years ago, but this also includes a 12% increase in retail space. The company also expects to lose up to £32 million in sales due to the short-term closures of stores in Austria and the Netherlands during the period. The US store continues to outperform the rest of the store network and is on track to post 2% like-for-like sales growth for the period from pre-COVID levels, with total sales up 35% from 2 years ago. Primark added that initial customer reactions to the colorful spring-summer collections have been very positive in all markets. Luggage and swimwear have been very popular in recent years, giving them confidence as they face the holiday season after 2 years of travel restrictions. The response to the new collaboration with the food-to-go chain Greggs in Great Britain was also very positive, they say. The high level of our engagement on our social channels created enthusiasm for the Primark brand, especially among younger customers, they say. The impact of inflation on raw materials and the supply chain has been largely mitigated by lower store operating and overhead costs and a favorable US dollar exchange rate. At the same time, the supply chain disruptions experienced in the fall have continued to ease, despite some shipping delays and slightly longer lead times. I just brought this as an example. I'm not making advertisements for Primark here, but I want to say they are always talking in the headlines about growth. I use that headline too here, but you have to look on the details. And if you go to the Primark shop here in my hometown, well, it's not what it was before the pandemic, even with the stock they have in that shop. I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.